Strange whirring sounds were coming from our 5-year-old son's bedroom at 2 a.m. We thought it was distant helicopters. We ended up being wrong, wishing we were right. Oh, fuck. I woke up the other night, and the night before that, and the night before that, in the middle of the fucking night, because there was this sound that wouldn't stop. We live in a pretty good neighborhood, so I guess the sound, that distant sound of helicopters whirring, that's what helicopters do. Unless you're close, then they go wop, 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 wop. And you find yourself ducking, hoping no palm leaves are dislodged from the palm trees. You have to respect palm trees. I've had a few bad experiences with palms, and I'll tell you, we're lucky we ain't got no coconut palms. Hell, I was walking through a forest in Belize one time, and all of a sudden, no warning, boom! Goddamn, if a coconut didn't get dislodged from its coconut tree and fall right smack on top of my girlfriend's head. Good thing, funerals are cheap in Belize. So was the rum punch at the bar where I met the coconut tree climbing barmaid the night before. She was very sympathetic and got me through the rough times over the next few nights. But in our neighborhood, we don't normally have helicopters hovering over or even near our house. It's a good house in a good neighborhood. Occasionally, we get a flock of birds, and they're pretty loud, but not many helicopters. Anyway, back to the whirring sound. It got so bad, my wife and I took our cell phones and our AKs and angrily stomped out into the front yard in our underwear, ready to call whoever it is that stops the whirring sounds coming from the distant helicopters at 2 a.m. Or failing that, we were going to shoot the sucker down if we couldn't get someone on the phone. Imagine our surprise when we got out there and there ain't no more whirring sounds. Definitely no wop, 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 wop. It was the sound of silence on a starry night. Being reasonable people in underwear holding AK-47s outside at 2 a.m. Once the adrenaline rush from the anger wore off, we decided to take our underwear-clad bodies and our AK-47s back inside before anyone could snap some photos or create a YouTube video of the gun nuts that watch stars in their underwear. There's always something going wrong. Sure as shit. Soon as we get back into the house, the whirring sound starts up again. I looked at my wife, Gertrude, and I said, "Honey, they're playing games on us. They gotta be watching us to know exactly when to lift off the distant helicopters. I bet, honey, they implanted a camera somewhere. Didn't you go to the gynecologist yet? Gynecologist? Thank God I don't have to go to one of those. I can't even say it. How would I make an appointment? Gynecologist. Didn't you go there the other day? You think he could have implanted a camera in your vagina? Oh, man, that was a mistake. She gave me one of those looks. We've been married a long time. Maybe too long. I know what that look means. We don't even use words when she catches me being that stupid. Later, I realized how that stupid I was. She wears underwear to bed. And there's some acreage. A lot of cotton picking went on. There's a whole lot of Gertrude to love. How could the camera see through vast fields of cotton? Dumb shit, I was thinking to myself. So, head down, humiliated, I slinked, English, back-ass-word language. Back into the bedroom. I swear I could feel the burning contempt coming from her eyes as she followed me only a few inches behind. I could feel her hot breath on my neck. She was stomping mad at my stupidity. I felt like I was being stalked by an angry, furry yeti. She's got some fur, so it's not unreasonable to mistake her for a yeti. Anyway, we couldn't get sleep due to the whirring sound, so we decided to order a couple of pizzas and a case of Coors from Pop's Pizza Pub. Open all night, thank God. Gertrude had finished her pizza, and she was reaching to snatch a slice of mine. And I had a vision, an epiphany, a memory, and I said, "Put that slice down, bitch." She laughed. She knew what I was referring to. On our first date, we ordered half a dozen pizzas and a pony keg of Schlitz, and we set up the backyard theater right next to the compost pile and the hole in the ground where we throw the used car parts and the dead pets. That first date, same thing happened that night. She finished off her 5 pizzas and started grabbing for a slice of my 1 pizza, and I said, "Put that slice down, bitch." Gertrude's got a great laugh. Only problem is, some of the food particles that get lodged where some of her teeth used to be get expelled at high velocity when she belts out a good laugh. Now, I don't think a guy could lose an eye from a high-speed pepperoni, but I always duck just in case when she laughs. The outdoor theater that we were at on our first date, when I first called her a bitch, turned out I was right. Anyway, that outdoor theater was that setup was a gift from Gertrude's uncle, or father. I'm never sure which. They look a lot alike. And actually, I really haven't. I've never seen them both in the same place at the same time. Anyway, her dad, I guess, got one of them classroom projectors from a friend of his. Some janitor named Bob. Bob worked at some school. Apparently the school didn't need it anymore. Unfortunately, Bob got fired after the school stopped needing a lot of stuff. I guess you don't need a janitor if you don't need anything else. There's still some debate about what happened there. So Gertrude's pop gave us that projector, along with a king bedsheet he found in the alley. See, when you have a projector, you have to project it onto something. That bedsheet worked fine. We hung it from the clothesline in the backyard. One drawback to a king sheet found in an alley was that the actors in the movies, if they were near the center of the screen or the center of the bedsheet, well, they had some stains on their outfits. Marriage movies are the worst. Bride and groom, right in the center. Bride's always in bright white. Every time we watch one, I keep thinking, even though I know the stains are on the screen and not on the ass end of the bridal gown, I think, couldn't you have waited to do that until after the reception? Then I giggle at my own genius thoughts, and Gertrude looks at me sideways. Shush. Marriage. Anyhow, when my thieving wife tried to snatch one of my slices, it all came back. Yup. That whirring sound? That's the projector. The projector makes a whirring sound. Gertrude looked at me, and I looked at Gertrude. We nodded knowingly, then shoved all them empty Coors cans off the bed and onto the catskin carpet, and carefully sit down the pizza box with the remaining slices. Don't get between Gertrude and the pizza, and never throw pizza away. Then we walked with absolute knowledge of where that whirring sound was coming from. Our 5-year-old boy's bedroom. The projector was projecting in there, and it was whirring. That's the sound it makes. Well, we got there, looked at each other, looked at the door, decided, okay, let's go in. So we flung his door open, and all 4'2". He's only 4'2". Looks bigger when he's standing on the bed. All 4'2" of him was standing naked on the bed, watching animal porn videos projected on the wall and beating off. I have no idea where he learned that behavior.